Hi, third graders. We are going to start learning about how to tell time this week. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over our first lesson together. Today you will be doing a Let's Practice activity. It's going to be right on Google Classroom for you to complete and hand in. And then tomorrow, based on the same lesson, you're going to have some workbook pages to do in your own books. Okay, so let's take a look at our learning objectives here at the top. Okay, we're going to be telling time to the minute, and we're going to read time on a digital clock. Okay, so let's just take a look here. We have some vocabulary. We have hour, minute, and the words past and to. So these are important words when we're talking about telling time. Okay, so tell time to the nearest minute. Each small mark stands for 1 minute. The minute hand shows 5 minutes, right? So each time we get to one of those numbers, it's another group of 5 minutes. So you can take a little bit of time looking at the picture underneath. Students are in the auditorium at 9:20 a.m. for an assembly. We can see this digitally. We can also see this on the clock. We see that the hour hand is between the 9 and the 10, which means it's past 9 o'clock. The minute hand is on the 4, so we count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20. It is 9:20. Okay. We can look at the picture at the top. At 7:40 p.m., a group of people visit the community center for a charity dinner. Again, we can see this on the clock. We see that the hour hand, that's the red one, is past the 7, but it hasn't gotten to the 8 yet. So we know it's past 7 o'clock, and the minute hand is on the 8. So we need 8 groups of 5 minutes. That would give us 40 minutes. It is 7:40. Okay, let's take a look at some of the things that they're saying. So it's 7:40. It is 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. That's important to know because sometimes when we tell time, we say it in a way that talks about the hour that's coming next. And you can also say the time is 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. So that means it is 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. So now we're going to do a little bit of practice together before it's time to do it on your own. So find the missing numbers. 6:15 is blank minutes past 6. Well, when we say the time and looking at the clock, we can see that 15 minutes have gone by. So 6:15 is 15 minutes past 6. Number 2, 5:45 is how many minutes to 6? Well, this one's a little bit different. We're not wondering how many minutes past 5 it is, or we're wondering how many minutes before 6 it is. Okay, so I can see I have 5, 10, 15 more minutes before we get to 6 o'clock. So 5:45 is 15 minutes to 6. We'll do a little bit more practice together, and then it will be time for you to do it by yourself. So the time is 3:25. It is how many minutes after 3? Well, we just said it when we said the time. It is 25 minutes after 3. Number 4, the time is half past 3. Well, we remember that an hour has 60 minutes. So if half of that hour has passed, then we know 30 minutes have gone by. It is 30 minutes past 3, which means it's also 30 minutes before 4. Now the directions for 5 through 8 are a little bit different. Instead of putting numbers, we're going to be using the time, or the words, excuse me, past or to. Past means after, and to means before. So we'll keep that in mind as we get started with these. 8:07 is 7 minutes blank 8. Well, we have to think, is it 7 minutes after 8 or 7 minutes before 8? I can see both ways that it is 7 minutes after 8, so we're going to use the word past. P-A-S-T. Number 6, 2:37 is 23 minutes blank 3. Well, when we say 2:37, we know 37 minutes have passed after 2 o'clock. So if we're talking about 23 minutes, we must be talking about the number of minutes before we get to 3. So 2:37 is 23 minutes before 3, and we use the word to show that. 2:37 is 23 minutes to 3. Number 7, 5:05 is 5 minutes. Let's think, is it before or after 5? I know it's after 5, so it's going to say the word past. And then for number 8, 7:30. 7:30 is how many minutes blank 8? Or if we're talking about 8, we haven't gotten there yet, so we must be talking about before. So we're going to use the word to. Okay? So your job today is going to be to complete the Let's Practice page that you'll find on Google Classroom. You're going to complete numbers 1 through 10. That will be today's assignment. Tomorrow's assignment will be using this same lesson, and you'll be doing some workbook pages in your own books. Okay, so today you have an assignment to hand in on Google Classroom. Tomorrow you'll have workbook pages in your own books. Okay, good luck.